Oh, it's Scott from Wessex Blades. This is my video that I'm going to just give out 5 names to other YouTubers above 500 subs and other YouTubers that ain't quite made to 500 yet. I wouldn't say it was difficult to choose them, but what I thought I'd do is, the way to separate them out was the ones that are really personal to me. People I've had a lot of contact with, help me out. That's the way. I mean, there's plenty of YouTubers out there that we can all learn from. And I'm going to chuck 2 at you now, so actually it's 12. Okay. First one is Wacko. This is virtuovice. I'll put all the little links underneath it, so you'll see it. Get the links for yourself. He's doing it in English, so you just got to allow his speech to come across on the video, but he knows what he's on about. And his bag, as it were, is deer hunting. The knives that he uses because it's the best that he can get. So you'll get a lot of insight as to the steels, the grinds, the quality of the blades themselves. So virtuovice. And the other one I thought I could do a decent big shout out to is someone like Colinoutdoors. You know, if you're into camping and multi-tools, a great guy to go on, get someone's view on it. Alright, okay, that's fine. That looks to be a good multi-tool or good piece of kit. Very accessible, and the flashing that he puts across his videos is instantly recognizable when you see his subscriptions page and all the new videos coming up. You get Colinoutdoors one come up, you can see it a mile off, he got a banner on it. How they do that, I don't know yet, but hey. So here's my 5 shout outs. If I do the ones over 500 first and then do the ones under 500 later. First up I've got, no particular order, is Sepp. Some Waldhandwerk. He's on about 4,100 subscribers at the moment. Brilliant videos. I think his location's amazing. He's in Austria, and I think it's the Carinthian mountains he can get to. There's like canyons with ice in, and he does river crossings. Great bushcrafter, a really warm guy, great fun to watch. He does a lot of collaborations as well. He did a sort of double edit thing he did with Steintans. Good fun. So it's Waldhandwerk. This is Sepp. I think Waldhandwerk is literally German for craft in the woods or skills in the woods. You can see his site. I'll put a link at the bottom. Another one that's always there for advice, for a laugh, giving me tips. He sent me a couple this morning. The fact that I do it already doesn't make any difference. You know, he's looking out for people. Very open, and that's Rob, RDPproject. He's a bushcrafter, he's a knife maker. What more do you want? But he's a great bloke as well. I mean, out of the blue, I get a little pack of fatwood. He's sent some to Darren. You know, a great guy. So RDPproject, Rob Phillips, no one. And he's on about, I've got it written down here, he's on about 2,100 subs. Both around about the 500 mark in terms of subs. We've got Rob Andersbork. Very measured guy, very calm guy, does what he does. I think he's more skilled than what we've seen. Yeah, good stuff, good bushcraft, and obviously I'm trying to get your knives done as fast as I can. So that's Rob Andersbork. There's another one just over the 500 mark, and quite why he's got so few subs I don't know. Okay, and his name is Bruce Rugg, and his YouTube name is Nebulax123. Now he's a mature guy, he's a big guy, but he's got a heart of an absolute star. This guy's advice just flows out of him, okay? And you know, invites Gavku round for tea. You look, he's got Tim from Sugar Creek Forge. over in the back garden chopping logs up. So he's got contacts everywhere, okay, and he's mixing in with everybody else. So this guy's caliber is pretty high. He's got a great man cave, which is always a bonus. He's safety conscious, he's full of advice, an absolute star. I call him Sir Bruce. He is a star. So Bruce Rugg, Nebulax 123. Last but no means least, there's some bloke out in New Zealand, Kylie. What he does for YouTube knife community, what he does for YouTube knife makers, and probably what he's doing off camera for people like us, people like you, alright? He bit of a bastion of our community. He's out there all the time looking after what he does, and it bounces down to what we do. So he needs support as much as we do, whether we got 10 subs or whether he's on, was it 3,800. okay, there's potential for more recognition for a guy like this. Okay, so it's Kylie Harris, and his site, his YouTube thing is called Knives and Stuff. Okay, so we're going to move on down to the people under 500, and this is where I was a little bit not selfish in a way, but I've had to sort of split it up to people that are actually quite personal to me and what I'm doing and what they're doing. So first of all, I'm going to go with fishwolfsbk, Jimmy Foster, a knife maker. He makes sort of BK2 to BK7 size blades, but they got a chunky look to them. He does the powder coating at home. Okay, he treats it at home. He's grinding them. You know, he's got a grizzly. My approach, if he's gonna do a knife, he's one of these guys who wants to do everything. Okay, there's knife makers, and I'm not knocking them. They'll get the stuff cut, plasmid, water jet. They'll bring it back, they'll cut it. They'll send it out heat treat. They'll send it out powder coated. Just bring it back. They'll inspect it. Then they'll get the sheaths made with somebody else. It's, in my mind, you're still a knife maker, even if you only appreciate what steel you want, what grind you want, and get someone else to make it. As long as you've checked it, you've appreciated what you want made. Okay. Jimmy's a hands-on guy, and when you think that wife, young kids, and then he does EMT training as well, so he's like doing all his medical training on top of that. You know, can't knock the guy. So Jimmy Foster, and his thing is, so we'll get it right, is fishwolfsbk, because he had saw blade knife when he started out. These little on camera. Is he got it? Is he got it? Ah. So 2 plugs in one. There's the fatwood from Rob Phillips. There's the natural cotton. There's a saw blade knife from Jimmy Foster. So it was a survival tin knife from Jimmy Foster. It's a little tin knife, tiny little thing, powder coated, lovely little grind, jimping on top, a paracord lanyard. Sweet twee, sharp as hell. Okay, so there's that one, and he put a little fire still in as well. Next guy under 500, FUNKYPREPPER. Okay, now he's knocking on about 450, so I'm doing this video quick in case he gets another 40 this afternoon, because he might. Okay, generous, bonkers, great zest for doing daft crazy things. It's just great, nice, warm bloke. FUNKYPREPPER. So that's Darren. You can't miss it. You just literally type in FUNKYPREPPER. Brilliant name. It's so easy to remember, and he comes across as a quirky, get it done, plan ahead sort of guy. Good fun, great to watch, great approach, don't give a damn about swearing. I'm probably going to meet him at the weekend. Yeah, what the hell, yeah, we will. See you weekend there, Dar. Who else we got? Oh yeah, another nutter, Chief Monkey J. Met the guy December, instantly hit it off. You know, his tenacity for when he grabs hold of something and he digs in and goes for it. A great warm bloke, constantly there for help. Great young family, nice bloke. So Chief Monkey J. Again, once you've heard that, are you going to forget a call sign or a YouTube moniker like that? Chief Monkey J. So he's only about 100 subs. See if we can get him at about 500, because I think he deserves it. He's got a real twist to the way he does things. Paracord generally, but a nice approach to life, very generous, and my life's definitely richer since Christmas for knowing this guy. What else we got? Right down in, wait, nearly dropped it in, down in Dorset, Devon, south coast. I love going holidays down there. Always aware of the rivers as they go out, and often thought, oh, I'd love to have a Canadian canoe and just poodle down these rivers, sort of Southampton, Hamble, you know, Portsmouth, that area. At Christmas I met a guy called Joe. What's he do? He makes Canadian canoes out of plywood, and he goes out in the sea with them. So this is canoe bushcraft, and his name's Joe. He builds them out of ply. He does this really cool thing of a sealed bulkhead. So it's basically at the end of the canoe, he boxes it in, and he's got a big screw tight plastic bung, so you can stuff all your stuff in. Really nice bloke. He does wood turning as well for like hobo fishing lines, little blocks like this with a spool on. Very skilled man. Hope to catch up with him as soon as I can. He's a bit busy. We're about 80-90 miles apart, and it's that an awkward distance where it's a real challenge to meet up. But I'm definitely getting to meet this guy again. So it's Joe from Canoe Bushcraft. Last but not least, and I've left this one to the end. He has now 2 sites, this guy. And the first one we'd know in another name. It's like GOVGW or QW or something. A bushcrafter, and for whatever challenge or whatever it is in life he has, he grabs hold of it and he shares it in a very graphic, a very clear way, so that we can all learn from the bits where he stumbled. And then he thought, what the hell, let's have a go at this knife making lark. Well, he's at the ground running, and this is Sandy. And his new YouTube thing is, let's get it right, jackloreknives. Now he's plunked out nearly 20 of these things now, and each time you do it and you look on his videos and you say, hang on a minute, he's getting good at this. And he's got basically basic workshop gear. He's made a good couple of jigs, he's invested in a bandsaw, but now he's able to coordinate what people may give him for scales and what other people can want. And the stuff that he's churning out is getting very, very, very good. It's nice that I can see something that where I was like 2 or 3 years ago spark off in somewhere else. You know, see it grow in someone else's little, oh, you know, like this. And you can see their passion for it growing as it did for you earlier on. It's great to see. It's something that's got to be encouraged. Now, whether that's sport or studying or craft, if you see someone grab hold of something, you gotta keep helping them out. And that is where people like Rob Phillips and Kylie and Bruce have been to me, people like me and Jimmy Fishwolf, we've got to be like that for Sandy, just to help them along a little bit. And give it a year or two, look out, the Jackloreknives is really going to pick up. I think he's hit on a really good formula. He's kept it simple, but with each one he moves forward and he gets his quality, that's what he's pushing for. I would encourage him to continue. I'd also encourage him to consider not other techniques, but the way that he may want to do mosaic pins. That's what I'm going to throw at you. Push yourself on a little bit, just to make a set of mosaic pins and cut them down. I think it's a great way for you to go, and all the best to you, mate, because you deserve it. You've really pushed yourself to get the quality of the blades that you're pushing out. You've tested them on camera, and brilliant. All the best. So anyway, that's my 5 and 5 plus 2, and check out their channels. I'll put links to them. And thanks for joining me again. This is Scott from Wessex Blades. Cheers.